Hey, good morning. I'm gonna turn it up to start with. Just listen to these lyrics for a minute. It's 2009 Skillet. That's the way I listen to everything.
Echo, stop.
How about that? It worked. So that was a little bit of what's been going through my head. Actually, good morning. Better together. Make the day count. I have already been doing some things, and I took my medicine first thing when I got up, like I'm supposed to. But I have already kind of found that there's like a real small window between taking my medicine and feeling like crap. And I'm starting to get to that feeling like crap part. But anyway, I told you, good Lord's been keeping me up. Things running through my head. Been hearing that song, a couple nights now. I used to be I still am. I love Third Day. Third Day came to Greenville a couple years ago, and me and my daughter, Katie, I took her up there. It was my idea. I was like, oh, I'll take her up there and have this, really cool thing, blah, blah, blah. I don't think she was really all that into it. But anyway, I thought the concert was amazing. Skillet opened for him. It was funny, though, because I got these meet and greet passes and everything. So we got to meet Third Day. And before you get to meet Third Day, you kind of went through Skillet's little thing. I didn't know who Skillet was. And this little girl came out there, she's shaking my hand, talking to me and everything. And I thought she was just feeding us through the line, getting ready to Third Day or whatever. And we just kind of kept talking and everything. And she's like, yeah, I'm the guitarist for whatever for Skillet. And I'm like, oh, really? Cool. But I actually enjoyed the show. I mean, they were really good. But anyway, they're a little different. It is a Christian rock band, I think, for the most part. But I just, them lyrics, we were talking the other day, and I was talking about how we can all kind of hold it together for friends and family and people we just kind of randomly bump into or whatever. But the beast is ugly. What you living like, you know what I mean, with the people that are closest to you, the ones you love the most, how you treating them, how you acting around them. But some of them lyrics, it says, oh yeah, look at here, man, I'm about to take this thing next level, guys. So I've been struggling with how to figure out, I'm like, because there's stuff I wanted to research and look up while I'm talking to y'all or whatever. I'm like, well, how do I do that? Because I'm using my phone to video. And, all right, so I'm trying to do two things at one time, and I don't ever do that real well. So I got my iPad over here now, so I can maybe do a little research and stuff. And I don't know how much we're really going to get into the scripture today, because, this has been on my heart, and I want to talk about it a little bit. Maybe somebody out there struggling with it. Maybe somebody's just like me. Maybe somebody's exactly the same. Maybe somebody's got some deep, deep demons. But anyway, 2009 Skillet. This song is Monster. I think it's off their Wake album, which is another, that's just profound. It just connects right now to me because, rewind, and I was in a real bad place. I was in a dark hole, and you guys saw the video, maybe the first video. That wasn't nothing. Compared to where I was on the phone with Jimmy and Travis 3 days prior to that. And that was a deep, dark place, man. But so through this, I have been awake. And I told you guys in the beginning, I said, we're just going to film this thing, and whatever happens, happens. We're going to show God's glory however it may be. And I have been nothing but blessed every step of the way. And I know for some people that may be kind of hard to comprehend, but I have just been, me and my family have just been overwhelmed with blessing on top of blessing on top of blessing. We never know what that final answer is going to be, but you just roll with it, man, because he's going to bless you through it all. Anyway, but here's some of the lyrics anyway. Y'all heard it. It's kind of screamo, I guess, or something. It's pretty loud. But you know, that's what I tell you. I love all music. I love all people. I love all things. And at some point in time, I'm going to be in the mood to hear it. So anyway, and it just entered my head. And like I said, I ain't been like listening to the radio or nothing. These just songs are just popping into my head from nowhere. But the secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged and I can't control it. Stay away from me, the beast is ugly. And then it goes on to say, later on in the song, it says, I'm not strong enough to win against the monster that's hidden within me. And he's right. We are absolutely not. And that's the key. And I think that's kind of a lot of what he's hitting on here is, no, you can't. But if you got a faith in something bigger and better than you, you can. I'm kind of going in reverse order today. Kind of just wanted to get right in here, get this thing off my head. You know, that whole, let me go back to my 409 Blondes. Somebody actually texted me. They was like, hey, dude, how in the world are you going to bring a message out of 409 Blondes, bro? Huh? I don't know, man. Yeah. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out, what's in my head. So, yeah, I just got to get it out. And then I can move on and try to fix it. So yeah, that's some of the lyrics. But yeah, like I said, you're not strong enough to do it on your own. I want to talk a little bit about, this is some stuff that I found on the internet where they interviewed the band and whatnot. just want to tell you a little bit because I relate even to what this dude is saying is the premise behind some of this stuff. This was the second single from American Christian rock band Skillet's 8th studio album, Awake. In a 2014 Song Fact interview, John Cooper said he was inspired by the movie The Incredible Hulk, starring Ed Norton. And I remember that movie. I like the movie. After Emil Blonsky, Tim Roth, is injected with chemicals to become the Abomination. Well, guess who's been injected with chemicals is in becoming an abomination. I am loaded up with chemicals. The Hulk's adversary, a soldier, asks him how he feels, and he says, like a monster. I mean, it's just, I didn't know that part, you know what I mean? I kind of had gotten the lyrics, but I didn't really know this was kind of the premise behind it and whatnot. But basically he goes on to say it's a song about being fake and putting on a face for people that's not the real you. But it's basically about the nature of sin and the nature of the divine, which is the dual nature we have as Christians. Every day we have to strive to throw away the old and be that new person in Christ. Let's see. He goes on to say, in a theological sense, the song is about the human race. You're guilty or sinful, no matter what you hope to be. Monster is about the fact that there is somebody we don't want to be deep inside us. Some people call it the old man or the old self. That guy wants to creep out when you're driving, cut somebody off. But anyway, he kind of just goes on. You kind of get the point. So yeah, there's somebody deep down inside of us, and there's only one way to beat him. Only one way to beat him back. And that's a faith in Jesus Christ. So that's what I'm struggling with, and that's what you guys can help me pray for, because I love my mama dearly, man. But I saw her go through this, and I saw her change. I saw the pain and the agony just kind of overwhelm her and take her over and make her not who she was necessarily. I'm really praying that doesn't happen to me. I'm really praying that because, I got so many people, man, that have just, been amazing and reaching out and helping me. And typically in the past, I told you I was 40 years atheist. That's who I would thump on, man, was my kids and my wife. So I'm not going to let that happen this time because I'm awake. And I'm not going to be that monster, that abomination. And these things they're changing me, man. Yesterday, Had a lot of people come over yesterday. Brought some food and stuff. Me and Lee probably ain't gonna have to cook ever again with the leftovers. And I was trying to send stuff home with people, but during the day, you know, I was kind of nibbling on some chips and stuff, and everybody went home. And I said, Lee, who brought in barbecue chips? She said, I don't know why. I said, they were stale. She said, they wasn't stale. I said, oh yeah, they were stale, dude. She said, Kevin, they picked them up on the way here. They was brand new out the bag. I ate them. They was fine. All right, whatever. And I ain't think nothing of nothing, man. Had a little something else later on, and we was getting into bed. And I don't know if y'all watch The Voice, but I think it's a very encouraging, uplifting show, positive output. But I turned it on last night. First time I've watched TV, man, and I don't know how long. And because I don't like when they get into the nitty gritty and they really getting after it and they singing their hearts out and all that, I kind of quit watching then. I like the banter between like the guys when they're trying to win the contestants and this and that, you know, and how they always, even if they don't pick, nobody picks the person, they lift them up and they keep encouraging them. I mean, it's just a good show, man. Anyway, it was kind of cool. We got a shout out because Leah, my wife, and I went to, and she fusses at me every time I'll say this wrong. I think it's Belmont, North Carolina. The Jonas Brothers, dad and mom, I guess, have a restaurant called Nellie's, and we've eaten there, and it's freaking phenomenal. And when we first went there, I mean, it's kind of like this older lady, you know, and she probably worked in a cotton mill or whatever. It was their grandmother, I guess. But there's all these old vintage photos, and you go to the bathroom, man, it's nothing but Jonas Brothers going down the hallway. And I'm like, what in the world is going on with that? So anyway, he gave a shout out to the restaurant last night on The Voice. But anyway, should have dropped a pin because I have no idea where I was going with that. I enjoyed the show. It's a good show. It's uplifting. And we're done. So that's the video for today, guys. I'm just speaking. Maybe we can, I don't know, we'll get back there somehow. But anyway, yeah, well, that kind of sucks a little bit. Completely lost my train of thought on that. Man, what in the world? Oh, I know. I got the pen. So I'm sitting there. Leah goes into the honey hole. I hear a little crinkling of a bag. What's that? What's going on over there, girl? She said, what? Pulls out the Cool Ranch Doritos. I said, that's what I'm talking about. She said, you want some of my Doritos? I said, yeah, I'd like to get some of them Doritos. So she gives me a couple Doritos. I eat a little bit. We watching The Voice and laughing, having a good time and all, because they're so silly and goofy, but they're good people. And I said, how long you had them over there? I just got them yesterday. Blah, blah, blah. I said, they stale. She says, Kevin, there ain't nothing wrong with these chips. So anyway, I say all that. The abomination, I'm already evidently losing my taste, which the doctor told me that was going to happen. I didn't think it happened, 4 days in? So anyway, it's just kind of got me thinking, you know? And I'm going to stay ahead of this thing with a strong faith in my Father and keep my eye on the prize. We're not going to become victim to this abomination. I'm not going to let that monster take control of me. And, you know, I've known a lot of guys over the years, man, that had that peace and were able to kind of keep that stuff at bay. So anyway, that's our plan for today. That's how we're going to be better today. I'm going to challenge each and every one of y'all to grab a hold of that monster, man. Put him on a leash. He's your monster. So if anybody can control him, it's going to be you, right? Let's see here. What in the world? I hadn't read anything yet today. I did, me and some buddies are reading Romans 1 and 2 again, because that was just real good stuff. But let's see what today is. This is an old faithful trick I like to use, because I don't want to do too much going back and forth with the iPad and all that. and I can't get into my phone to see what I was reading. Where are we at? Let's go. Let's see if we can get something out of this. Because it's about to be April. I am going to try to, before I completely run out of gas, when I get done here. And man, Benji was cutting up this morning. I walked him. We walked out to the road. Took him on a long walk while I still could. Man, I thought he was going to catch and eat a bus. Kids is going back to school. So anyway, we'll read a couple verses of Proverbs 29. I know River Springs, I'll read that later on. But let's see what we get out of here. One who becomes stiff-necked after many reprimands will be broken suddenly and without a remedy. When the righteous flourish, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, people groan. A man who loves wisdom brings joy to his father, but one who consorts with prostitutes destroys his wealth. By justice, a king brings stability to a land, but a man who demands contributions demolishes it. A man who flatters his neighbor spreads a net for his feet. An evil man is caught by sin, but the righteous one sings and rejoices. The righteous person knows the rights of the poor, but the wicked one does not understand these concerns. Mockers inflame a city, but the wise turn away anger. You know what? I think that's a good place to stop right there. But the wise turn away anger. Maybe that's what the fight is, man. Maybe that's what your fight is. I know my fight. And my fight has always been, I got a lot of them, but gluttony. I'm very gluttonous. Anger. I'm quick to anger, man. So quick to anger and prideful. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I've always told people too, I think the key, all sin, this is my opinion, no theological, nothing nowhere. But my opinion, I think all sin starts with a lie. That's just my opinion. So, if you can put a leash on that monster, man, if you can wrangle down that anger and that pride and, what they say, keep that beast cage locked in, stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I think you're going to be all right. That's going to be my challenge for you today. And we're going to kind of see where we go for the rest of the week. I got some appointments today. I've got some work to do, some Windsor Run work, which I'm good with that because I'm going to try and get in there and do it as long as I can. I'd like to get out and pick up a little bit around the house, had some people over this weekend, and that's where we'll do some praises real quick, man. It was a good weekend. I was able to hold it together. I was able to mask up, socially distance, and still kind of interact with some friends and stuff. Just being straight up, I had a good time. I was so glad to see them, but some of them I would love to have a little bit more conversation one-on-one with at some point in the near future, hopefully. But I had some real good conversation with some people yesterday, man, and I just love each and every one of them. But one of the things that's really been on my heart, man, is I'm not going to leave nothing on the table, man. I'm not going to leave anything, and I've said this many, many times, but with my mom, I kept saying, next time I see her, I'll say this. Next time I'll tell her this. And I'd get over there and there'd be stuff going on or whatever. So I'm going to have a lot of conversations with a lot of good people that I just love. And I'm going to keep loving on the people that probably don't even like me too. I think that's what we're called to do. And I'm going to try to keep control of this monster, man. But I hope you guys really have a great day today. This looks like it's going to be a pretty short video. I can check that song out a little bit more, skill it. But I think it's going to be a good day. I think it's going to be, pretty sunny out. And I'm just going to try to do what I can. I think I got some kind of phone appointment or something later on today. And then tomorrow, praise. My son's coming up after work today. And then we got to try to figure out, I think I told y'all he was coming up here the other day and had tire blowout, and he basically ended up just getting a whole new set of tires. And then while Somebody stole his catalytic converter off the car while he was waiting. He called it in to get the guy to tow it into the shop and all that. And by the time the guy got it and towed it to the shop, he put tires on it. Somebody had stole the freaking catalytic converter off the side of the road. So that's going to be another like $600. But long story short, hopefully we'll be able to go pick that thing up tomorrow and get him back on the road. Right now he's in my wife's vehicle and she's got my truck. But anyway, I ain't got nowhere to go, man. I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing. I do have a follow appointment later on this week, so I'm going to try to put some time in at Windsor and get back in the loop. Maybe even reach out to some people I hadn't talked to in a while, and talk to them and everything. Got a lot of people that I'm praying for, man. And that's another thing as I kind of go through this. I was so absorbed, selfish over selfless, and what I had going on that I just missed a lot of stuff. A lot of good, dear friends that had been going through some stuff too. I had a real good friend that I got to see him this weekend. I hadn't seen him in a while. We talked when this first kicked off, and you know, he had been texting me or whatever, and I had been kind of just, yeah, hey, I'm good, thanks. But he had a severe tragedy and loss in his life, and I didn't even know about it. And then I had another good friend. Her dad's got some stuff going on, and I kind of missed the boat on that too. So I got to get my head in the game. This ain't the end. This is the beginning, a new beginning. And like I said, man, I'm awoke. God's let me know that you know, time is of the essence. He's really made me appreciate some things. I mean, if you think about it, like I told you, I've been blessed over and over and over throughout this thing. If I wouldn't have gone through this, I'd have been just getting up, going to work, and doing the mundane, you know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, it really has. I mean, I'm awake, and I'm willing. I'm ready, willing, and able. So anyway, I hope you guys are too. It's just a great thing to know that you got a support group. Got a good buddy at work, took a tumble. I think he's down and out. He's in my prayers. Because when you get old like he is, because he's old. He's old. He's old as I am, probably. And a lot uglier. So, I mean, he's had a hard life, dude. But anyway, he fell at work. And you can't get over that stuff real quick anymore. You know what I mean? So I feel for him. And I'm going to be praying for him. But I got a lot of guys that I'm getting on my prayer list. You know, everybody's had me on theirs. But I got to get my head back in the game. And also, I'm going to kind of dig into some stuff later on today. And maybe we'll talk a little bit more tomorrow. But for the most part, people, I'm feeling okay. I mean, there's a lot of this stuff that everybody goes through it, man. There's a bunch of people out there that have fought this fight, man, with cancer and stuff. And I knew it was coming. It's going to get worse. So we'll enjoy the places that we're at right now while we can enjoy them, because it's going to probably get a little worse. Next weekend, I think Easter's coming up, man, right? Amen to that. So we're going to kind of try to keep it low key. And because we're kind of anticipating that's going to be maybe when the rubber hits the road a little bit more worse. But I think we're going to, obviously I'm not going to be going out in public and do a whole lot of stuff for a long time probably, but try and figure out, because I'm still doing my captain's log and they got me documenting my days so I can get a plan together, try and get an idea. I want to go back in the office. Man, I mean, even if it's a couple of half days here and there or something. I think you can. I mean, working remote is great, and I really appreciate it. I really do. But to really be in the loop, man, I think you got to be in there a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try and do everything I can from home. I got a couple of things I got to get done today. But other than that, man, we're just gonna thank the good Lord for all the blessings. So many, man, so many blessings through this, and just praise Him for the things He's doing for us all day, every day. Keep our head down. We woke up above ground, breath in our lungs, and my daughter and wife kind of fussing at me this and that about don't lift that and don't touch that. And I mean, you know what, man? I feel like I can, so I think I will. I mean, I ain't gonna push it. I'm not an idiot. Well, I am an idiot. I'm pretty stupid, but I don't think I think my body will let me know. I think the good Lord's gonna tell me, nah, that's probably a little more than you need to handle. But I think, a jug, milk jug, I think we passed that. I know my doctor ain't said that I'm good, but my daughter said, he said 4 weeks. They ain't had me. But anyway, I just really appreciate you guys, and y'all keep praying for me. I'm gonna keep praying for you, and we're gonna all get out there. We're gonna be better together. We're gonna fight back the monster within, and we're gonna help those around us, and we're gonna love on them. That's the key. So you guys have a great day today. I'll try to tighten things up a little bit tomorrow. I don't want to waste y'all's time, and we'll see what the good Lord puts in my head tonight, and maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. And if not, I'll just keep keeping you guys in the loop on how we're doing. I love you, and I thank you for everything. I hope each and every one of you have a great, beautiful day, man. That sun is beaming out there. It's going to only be like 60-something degrees, so it's going to be perfect. So y'all get out there, man. We're better together. Thank you, and God bless you.